Alright, so you're still wasting hours searching for files, converting videos, renaming assets, previewing media, and doing the same boring task over and over again. That's not a workflow, that's self-inflicted pain. What if I told you there are 10 completely free tools that can make your daily job faster, cleaner, and way less frustrating? Some of them are so useful you will wonder how the hell you work without them. So today I'm going to show you 10 free tools that will save you hours, boost your productivity, and seriously upgrade your workflow. Welcome back to Primal VFX. I'm your host Skart, and if you want to see more cool shit like that, smash the like button, subscribe for more awesomeness, and let's dive in right now!
Let's kick things off with everything. And no, I'm not having an existential crisis. That's genuinely the name of the software. Everything is a tiny Windows search tool that finds files and folders by name almost instantly. Type a few letters and boom, you're missing Maya scene, EXR sequence, texture, reference image, or that final render you creatively named Final V27 is right there. Unlike Windows Search, it builds a lightweight file name index and updates the results in real time while using very few system resources. You can also filter searches by file type, path, size, or date, and use wildcards when your naming convention has completely betrayed you. Just remember, it primarily searches file and folder names, not everything inside every document. It's fast, clean, completely free, and after using it for 5 minutes, Windows Search feels like digging through a landfill with a teaspoon. And we're only on tool number 1. Next up is Microsoft PowerToys. And honestly, calling this one tool is a bit ridiculous. It's more like Microsoft found all the useful features Windows forgot to ship and bundled them into one free productivity monster. For artists, Power Rename is an absolute lifesaver. Select hundreds of textures, renders, or project files, then rename the whole mess in one shot with search and replace, regular expressions, previews, and even undo support. Fancy Zones lets you build custom window layouts, so Maya, PureRef, Explorer, and your render view stop fighting for screen space like angry toddlers. Then you've got Always on Top, Color Picker, Image Resizer, Peek for instant file previews, File Locksmith to expose whatever annoying process is holding your file hostage, and Workspaces to launch a full set of apps into predefined positions. PowerToys is free, open source, and currently packs more than 25 Windows utilities into a single toolkit. Basically, install it once, and Windows finally starts behaving like it works for you. That's what I call an upgrade. Next up is Icaros. Because apparently, asking Windows Explorer to display a thumbnail for a video file is sometimes a little too ambitious. You open a folder packed with MP4s, MOVs, MKVs, and other media files, and instead of useful previews, Windows gives you 50 identical blank icons. Brilliant, very helpful. Icaros is a lightweight Windows Shell extension that generates thumbnails directly inside File Explorer for essentially any video format supported by FFmpeg, including MP4, MOV, MKV, AVI, FLV, M2TS, and many more. It can also add useful media information to the Windows Properties panel. Install it, open the configuration panel, activate thumbnailing, choose the file types you need, and suddenly your media folders become actually usable. You can even adjust where Icaros grabs the preview frame, so every thumbnail isn't just 2 seconds of glorious black screen. It's free, lightweight, and artists and editors consistently praise it for handling formats Windows refuses to preview properly. Basically, Icaros turns File Explorer from a wall of mystery icons into something your eyes can actually understand. You're welcome, Windows. Next up is QuickLook. Because opening Photoshop, a video player, or some bloated application just to check one file is not productivity. It's a hostage situation. QuickLook brings one of the best macOS features to Windows. Select a file, press the spacebar, and you get an instant preview. Press it again or hit escape, and it disappears. That's it. No loading screen, no unnecessary app launch, no drama. It can preview images, videos, PDFs, audio, text, archives, fonts, PSD files, and even 3D formats like OBJ, STL, and FBX. You can also move through files with the arrow keys, which is perfect for checking references, textures, renders, or an entire folder of assets at full speed. And if you need more formats, plugins can expand it even further, including Word, Excel, and PowerPoint previews without launching Office. It's free open source, and after using it for 10 minutes, double-clicking files starts to feel embarrassingly primitive. Spacebar, preview, done. That's how fast your workflow should be. Next up is PasteBar. Because copying something important, then replacing it 2 seconds later with a random link is apparently still considered a feature. PasteBar turns your clipboard into a searchable history, so text, links, images, files, and even code snippets don't instantly vanish into the digital void. You can find old copies, reuse them, and organize the useful stuff into collections, tabs, and boards. For a 3D artist, that means project paths, render settings, client notes, color values, naming conventions, commands, and those ridiculously long folder locations are always ready to paste again. You can also create permanent custom clips for things you use all the time. Then paste them straight from quick access menus instead of hunting through old documents like a digital archaeologist. And the best part? Your clipboard data is stored locally with optional passcode and protected collections instead of being casually launched into the cloud. It's free, available for Windows and Mac. And yes, the interface has a lot going on at first, but underneath it is a seriously powerful copy-paste machine. Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, finally upgraded. Next up is Shutter Encoder. And despite the name, no, it doesn't encode your window blinds. It converts pretty much every media file you can throw at it. Video, audio, images, weird client exports, broken-looking MOVs. Shutter Encoder is built on FFmpeg and supports a massive range of formats and professional codecs, including H.264, H.265, ProRes, DNxHR, AV1 and VP9. Just drag in your files, choose what you need, adjust the settings, and launch the process. You can batch convert entire folders, compress huge videos, generate image sequences, extract audio, replace audio tracks, add subtitles, or rewrap files without re-encoding them. For artists and content creators, this is perfect when a client sends you some prehistoric codec that your editing software refuses to touch. It's free, available on Windows, macOS and Linux, and users regularly praise it for being fast, reliable, and much easier than wrestling directly with FFmpeg commands. Basically, if a media file exists, Shutter Encoder will probably bully it into the format you actually need. Convert, compress, problem deleted. Next up is LosslessCut. Because launching Premiere or DaVinci just to remove 10 seconds from a video is complete overkill. That's like using a flamethrower to light a candle. LosslessCut lets you trim, split, merge and extract sections from video or audio files without re-encoding everything. Mark the beginning, mark the end, export and boom. The result is usually ready in seconds, with the original quality preserved, because it copies the existing media streams instead of brutally rendering the whole file again. It's perfect for cutting dead space from screen recordings, extracting references, cleaning up camera footage, or deleting 50 gigabytes of useless takes before they colonize your hard drive. You can also merge compatible clips, remux files into another container, extract audio or subtitle tracks, rotate videos through metadata, and grab full resolution frames. Now, this is not a full video editor, and lossless cuts can sometimes snap to nearby keyframes instead of landing on the exact frame. But for fast rough cuts, users praise it for being ridiculously quick and preserving quality. No timeline circus, no render marathon, cut it and move on. Next up is Upscayl. Because sometimes the perfect reference image exists. But apparently it was photographed with a potato in 2006. Upscayl is a free open source AI image upscaler for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. You drop in a low resolution image, choose an AI model, select your upscale factor and let your GPU do the heavy lifting. It's great for enlarging reference images, old renders, concept art, textures or tiny client assets without turning everything into a blurry pixel soup. You can also batch process multiple images, which is perfect when one bad image somehow becomes an entire folder of bad images. Just don't expect actual magic. AI can sharpen edges and invent convincing detail, but it cannot recover information that was never there, and complex textures can sometimes become a little creatively fictional. Reviews are generally positive about its simplicity and value, but results still depend heavily on the image and model you choose. You'll also need a compatible GPU, generally with Vulkan support, so your office calculator may struggle. Low res in, crispy pixels out, and your wallet stays untouched. Next up is ShareX. Because taking a screenshot with the Windows snipping tool is fine if your workflow peaked in 2012. ShareX is a free open-source Windows tool that can capture your full screen, a specific window, a custom region, scrolling pages, and even screen recordings or animated GIFs. And you can trigger the whole thing with custom keyboard shortcuts. But the real power comes after the capture. You can automatically open the editor, add arrows, text, blur sensitive information, copy the result, save it, upload it, or generate a shareable link without repeating the same boring steps every single time. For artists and content creators, it's perfect for tutorial screenshots, quick bug reports, client feedback, Discord explanations, GIF demos, and grabbing references without launching Photoshop for every tiny edit. It's lightweight, has no ads, and it is ridiculously customizable. The downside, the interface can look a little intimidating at first, but once your shortcuts and workflows are set up, it becomes an absolute productivity weapon. Reviewers regularly praise its versatility and customization, while noting that it is better for fast captures than polished video editing. Capture it, mark it, share it, move on. And finally, we have LocalSend. Because emailing files to yourself in 2026 is not a workflow, it's a cry for help. LocalSend lets you transfer files, folders, links, and text directly between nearby devices connected to the same local network. It works across Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, and iOS, so your PC, laptop, tablet, and phone can finally communicate without starting a civil war. Open the app on both devices, select what you want to send, choose the receiving device, accept the transfer and boom. No account, no cloud upload, no USB cable archaeology, and no messaging app compressing your beautiful 4K images into digital soup. Transfers stay on your local network and use encrypted communication with no third-party server required. It's also completely free, open source, and has no ads or trackers. Reviewers especially praise how simple it makes moving files between completely different platforms, although both devices generally need to be on the same network, and heavily restricted office or public Wi-Fi can sometimes block device discovery. Pick a file, pick a device, send it. Welcome to the future.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, you know what to do. Subscribe to my channel for more awesomeness. And I see you guys in the next video.